Hello everybody. Hi. This is a psychic reading for Aquarius for the month of September, ladies and gentlemen. A psychic reading for Aquarius for the month of September. As I talk, I will show you the surroundings. I'm again near the church. You'll hear probably the bell tower. And let me start by saying, Aquarius, that you have an extremely important opportunity that is coming your way in the month of September. Why? Why do I say that? Because first of all, hi there. Hi, everybody. And I don't care about all of the people who say, it's so distracting. I'm going to say hello. When I read those messages, I'm saying hello. Just tune in. These are free videos. This is entertainment. All right. If you need a reading, you get a private reading. This is entertainment video. Okay. Remember that. New York City, my playground. I used to live there for I lived there about 7-8 years in New York. Right, I started by saying, Aquarius, you're given an extremely important opportunity in the month of September because you have a doorway you're going through. All right, it's as if you are. Let me turn the video around now. It's as if you have. How can I say? You know that you have the key to success. You know that you can do what you please. You know that you're given a decision. And the decision is this. If I am able to get myself straightened out, okay. The decision is this. The decision is for you to choose whether you are decided to go. And I know I'm being tautological. I know this is a repetition, but you have the opportunity to decide whether to go forward or whether to go back. And obviously, we would think to ourselves, Aquarius, how could we go back? How is it possible for us to go backwards? We can't. Our mind is a very powerful tool. And I'll turn you around again. Our mind is a very powerful tool, and the tool always goes where we tell it to go. Now, what does that mean? That means that you can decide, Aquarius, whether you want to be a hamster and stay in that wheel, that hamster wheel, over and over and over again, or you can decide to take a really big leap, and decide to leap into the unknown. We know there are no nets underneath. And that is a big choice. So now I'm saying this as not something looming in the future in September. It is an opportunity. It's an opportunity. Now, the opportunity also hides a number of important characteristics, a number of important options for you. All right, many of you are working, okay? You're working, you have your, and I'm going to show you what I'm looking at. I have this Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords talks to you about having your truth emerge. And you have to decide what your truth will be. Will it be you wanting to make a name for yourself and going forward? Let me give you an example. You are, you've just finished a PhD. You've just become a doctor. You've become internal medicine. All right, let's say that. And you have an opportunity to choose which area of the world. Now, this is, fantastic here. I'm working with my imagination. You have the opportunity to choose which part of the world you want to live in. Let's say which state you want to live in. You put out your CVs. You know that there's opportunities. There are opportunities for you. You have worked with professors who know your work and who are promoting you. And you have 5 options, okay, Aquarius? You have 5 options. One option is so far away from everybody you know. Another option is being right where you are with those professors who have supported you. Another option is going back to a place you grew up in. And another option is spearheading some new project of research. So that's 4 options. The 5th one, let's say 4 options. Now, the option that involves you going back to your, I'm going to turn the camera around now. The option that involves you going back to a place where you grew up in is something that may bring you there because of affections you may have, people you are tied to, your family that is there, and you may need some support. You may need some tender, loving care. You may need some kind of love, you know, and some warmth, and that will bring you there. There is, and I don't want to say there's nothing new. Obviously, there will be newness. You are a new person. And when you go to an old context, and I'm talking to you, Aquarius, because there are options here. And every option holds a new future for you. Going back to your old place is you coming to terms with different options, different people, seeing the love of your life again, seeing your relatives, your parents, and them giving you moral support and loving care. And you being new, you can create a clinic. You can create something to bolster your town. That's one. This is just one of the examples, Aquarius. And so you can see how even the others spearheading a new project in some place you have never been before. My God, the consequences are enormous. So this is on a scale of a physician. So let's say that you're a cash register. You work at a cash register in ShopRite, okay? In ShopRite, and you are tired. You've been there for 4 or 5 years. You know that you have a head on your shoulders, and you think that you want to do something more. You decide that for you, Aquarius, to get to another phase or make a qualitative jump in terms of your activity, you want to take night courses. And so you enroll in a local community university. I don't know what they're called. They're two-year universities, let's say. And you do that. So for the specific, maybe you want to become a healthcare worker. You want to start courses in psychology. And that will be for you the order of the dimension of newness, novelty. Sorry about this back. I'm right next to this bell tower there. Every 15 minutes it goes off. Yes, and exactly just like you wrote now, we are being called back to be able to be propelled forward. And that is an excellent metaphor, an example, an excellent description of what is happening for you, Aquarius. And the issue with hope, though, remember I started out with this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity. Because I put the emphasis on opportunity, Aquarius, because many of you are not going to see it as an opportunity. You're going to see that as, oh my God, I have to do it again. I have to change again. But you are at a crossroads. You have been at a crossroads for so long. I'm holding this card and I see the King of Wands. The King of Wands here. And this is a fire energy. You may have a fire sign in your life, which is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. If it's not, and if you don't, this is action. You're being called to action. This is creative energy. It's like having the Empress come out. This is creative energy. You're being called to create, make. You have an expertise that others do not. You have a mind that others do not, Aquarius. You have potentially, and I remind you that the Ace of Swords came out before. You have the gift of gab. You have the gift of communication, of engaging others with you in communication. And not only, you have the gift to allow others understand more about themselves through conversation with you, which is an actual gift. Now, I have here the Page of of Cups reversed, the Page of Cups reversed. And what could that say? All right, if you were waiting for information from a loved one, if you're waiting for messages, if you're waiting for communication from a loved one, let's say that this may not be the time that is ripe for that, but it also tells you not to wait. You can be the initiator of that communication. There is also here the Four of Cups, and this is not traditionally like Rider-Waite meanings here. And by the way, I will be starting a tarot for beginners playlist of videos like Tarot 101 and regular videos on that and in the future. So this Four of Cups is telling you that it's time to change. There's a time to change. The time to change is September. Now, of course, this is something that many of you do not want to hear about. Not at all. I'll turn the video around. And you do not at all want to hear that. But why not? Why not? And I'll say it one more time. Why not? Take a look, and what I'm seeing here now is this Two of Cups. This Two of Cups tells you that you need to study a relationship. I don't mean you and someone else. A model relationship. Your parents, your grandparents, if they're no longer with you, how was their life? History tells us that we turn back and study in order for us to improve our future. And it gives us insight. And believe me, you guys out there, I am not a history person. That was my worst subject. I was always top of the class. I hated history. I hated it. But I know now what the importance of history is. So please, you historians, historic buffs out there, historian buffs, don't take it personally. But it really is true. You need to study what was, how can I say, when you go into study, when you take, when you sign up for college, you take a course, even a professional course, there's a good part of every single course that has analysis, self-analysis, and recording some kind of activity. Teachers also have practicums they have to go through, and they're very much a part of their training is teaching in different settings and analyzing their experiences. And so here too, also gives you the opportunity to study relationships. And it's not necessarily a romantic relationship that this is referring to, but an emotional relationship. Cups are all about emotions, even in these Neapolitan cards. These are the Neapolitan cards, and the latest is a King of Coins. You may be involved with an earth sign. Earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and there too, they are also, and if you don't have a relationship or any kind of interaction with this sign, there is this energy which talks about taking one step at a time, and it's all about analysis. It's all about study. It's all about researching exactly what makes you tick, what made you tick, what made them tick, where did they get to in the long run? Why did they split up? Why did they make so much money? How were they successful? What was it about their relationship that made it successful? And these are questions that you may want to ask yourself. Now, I realized that it's important for me to interact with people during my videos, because otherwise, why would I go live? And everyone was saying, a lot of people say to me, oh, it's distracting, it's distracting. Well, it's not distracting, especially if I can interact with you. Don't ask personal questions, oh, will I see John this weekend, or things like that. But you may want to ask questions in terms of difficult developments or suggestions. Ask for suggestions as to, if you read the tarot, what kind of things happen when you read the tarot. I'm going to change the scenery again. So if there are any questions, this is a time for you to ask questions. I have my phone right here, and I can read them. Yeah, let's see. Um, Thank you so much for sending that. Love and light. Appreciate that. Really appreciate that. I was also asked, how can I join as a member of your channel? You may not see it under your sorry about that. You may not see it under your phone banner, my channel. There should be a button that says join. It's white with blue writing. If you don't, you just go to a laptop and you can do that under my banner and on my YouTube channel. And then you could work with your phone and interact there. There's a community section, and that's where I give Q&A directly to these members and ask them, open it for one question, and then I put up readings more or less on a daily basis. If there are no other questions, I will close this video for you, Aquarius, and I do hope this was of help to you. Namaste, and like and share my videos if you enjoy them. Until we read together again, and subscribe. Bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Can't seem to turn it off, but I will.